US Pluto return is in full swing. Here's a breakdown of the 4 different phases that will happen with the US Pluto return in the next 2 years. These are my personal predictions and what I feel like the themes will be for these 4 different phases of the US Pluto return. Pluto is the slowest moving planet, so its effects take time. But the transformational effects that it has last for generations. So, like I said, there's 4 phases of the US Pluto return. The first one starts February 2nd. First of all, it's taking place in the sign of Capricorn at 27 degrees, which is the degree of Gemini, so this will be communication, information, technology, travel, as well as Capricorn, right? Structure, family dynamics, and money. So all of those things will be going through big transformations in the next 2 years. Phase 1 begins on February 2nd with the Mercury retrograde, so this is going to start with the individual. This is going to start with us on the individual level. A shift with how us as individuals are relating to money, structuring our money and our finances, as well as communicating about those things. With the sun being in Aquarius too, during the majority of this first phase, this will be a revolution or revolt or rebellion on a collective level, starting with the individual, like a grassroots kind of movement towards truth, towards change, towards transformation of these things. It's like the people uprising and wanting to see changes because we've become aware of how we've been lied to, South Node in Scorpio, and we want the truth. Phase 1 peaks on February 20th, so this kind of looks like to me an emotionally tumultuous like rebellion or revolt. The moon in Libra is squaring Pluto and Mercury is moving to square Uranus, so this is like we want change, we want it now type energy. Phase 2 begins on June 21st, also the day of the summer solstice, and while Pluto is in retrograde. It peaks on July 11th, and honestly, this one feels even more emotional and really intense to me just because of everything we have in Cancer, as well as the fact that Neptune and Saturn will be in retrograde too. We also have the North Node conjunct Uranus, and at the end of July, Mars will join that conjunction. Capricorn also represents government, so all these changes will be happening at a governmental level, although the individual may not know about them right away or not be impacted by them right away. Honestly, looking at phase 2, it looks the most intense. And these changes that will be taking place this summer are going to affect us for generations to come. Phase 2 ends on August 3rd, and Phase 3 begins on December 9th. I'm usually not one to talk about anything in astrology being bad, but this doesn't look good. Phase 3 peaks on December 28th. It peaks right before another Mercury retrograde, similar to the one we were just in, but Jupiter will be in Aries, Mars will be retrograde in Gemini, and the North Node will be close to Uranus. This, to me, feels like a lot of changes on the level of government, as well as people really standing up for the individuality and taking back their sense of self. I also feel like this is when we'll start to see all the changes taking place on an internal level represented in the external. The 4th and final phase starts on September 19th, with Pluto again in retrograde, but because Pluto will go stationary and then direct during this time, it won't ever be exact like the other 3 phases.